Well, it's something you never really worry about at this point. That's a summer thing to be dealt with. My whole mindset was just trying to get back as quick as I could and trying to get trying to keep my legs as loose as I could and as ready as I could. Throughout that whole stretch. I would have liked to have been back quicker, but that's the nature of the way things feel. It just wasn't ready, but now it is, and we'll take it tonight.
There's still a chance for you to show what you can do, though. It's only 3 games, but it's something.
Yeah, it's only 3 games, but it is 3 games. So, we'll take every shift, and play it as hard as I can, and try and put the type of hockey player I am into these 3 games, and hopefully it builds off the games that I have played here, and it can turn into something more.
Is that a problem? Is that okay to play? Obviously, it is.
Yeah, it's
Is it cumbersome?
yeah, it's fine. I just had to switch up the knob a little bit and change up the gloves a little bit, but it's fine and it feels good. So.
Adam, I know it's been a long time since you've been with the Calgary Flames, but you're still pretty thankful for the opportunity that they gave you and the time you spent with that organization.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're always thankful for the team that started you and the guys that drafted you and brought you into the league. You can't express enough gratitude for those people that kind of started you off and opened the door for you to get into this league. So I don't know if many of those guys are still there, but you're always thankful, and there's always a little more excitement when you play an old team too.
Do you remember as a Flame any games that you played here, like?
Oh, a ton. Yeah, a ton. I mean, it was always fun coming up here and playing. In those games, even playing in Calgary, there was always that little extra rivalry there, even though the players had changed over time, but it's still the heat of the battle still it still remained, and you could feel it on the ice for sure. So I'm sure that'll be there tonight, and it's going to be pretty fun to be on this side of it for once.
Is there one game in particular that stands out for you?
Not really. Probably the New Year's Eve games. Probably mostly. I think 3 years in a row. I think we played Edmonton and Calgary on New Year's Eve, and those were always pretty fun games. The crowd was always into it, and a lot of people from Edmonton were down, so the fans were always pretty excited.
What's the most intense rivalry you've ever been a part of as a player, even not in the NHL? Is there one that stands out?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know. Probably this one here. I mean, other than the fact that at the time we weren't making the playoffs, maybe it changed a little bit. But also the last few years in Winnipeg, we had a pretty good rivalry brewing with St. Louis. Seemed like every game we played against them was an absolute battle, and the type of hockey games you want to play. So that was we knew in the last couple of years when I was with Winnipeg that going into St. Louis or St. Louis coming into us, that it was going to be a fight the whole night, and that was fun. It was probably one of the teams last year we probably wanted to face in the playoffs because we had so much fun playing against them.